Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to introduce you to this property template. So we've already prepared this template. So what exactly are we going to do with this template? First and foremost, we'll be sending relevant projects for clients to review. So I believe that if you're in the property business, you don't just sell a single project. Sometimes you might be selling 2 or 3 projects at the same time, or even more. So we'll teach you how to handle this situation. Next, during the process, we'll ask clients some simple questions as a bit of small talk, like whether this is their first home or if they're buying for investment purposes. Okay, and then we'll also handle some simple AI FAQs and inquiries. So when customers ask certain questions, the AI will respond specifically about that project. And finally, if the customer is interested, we'll guide them to make an appointment. You can then see this in the pipeline and you can schedule appointments with the customers. As for all the reminders, the AI, or rather the system, will automatically send reminders to the customers for you. So it will remind them to come to your showroom. So after you watch these videos parts 1, 2, and 3, we'll basically teach you how to do the setup. So in this video, I'll give you a simple preview so you can see how the whole process will run. Okay, so first, let's take a look. So first, as you can see, when I type hi, it will send something like a photo. Here, you can put your own, let's say, name card, and it will give a simple reply here. So as we can see below, the AI can start running. Okay, so here we're just doing 2 projects, but if you have more, you can follow our method to make changes. Okay, so we're launching 2 projects. One is the Sensoria project, and the other is the DT Wangsa project. So we'll ask the customer, which project are you interested in? So here we'll provide, and later we'll introduce 2 different approaches to you. The first approach is that when a customer comes in and says, hi, basically we have no idea which project they're interested in. So in this situation, we can present the projects we have to the customer and ask which one they're interested in. Okay, and then next here we'll start with DT Wangsa first. So I tell them that I'm interested in DT Wangsa. So at this point, they will share with me some information about the DT Wangsa project. They won't share information about the Sensoria project because we all know that this customer wants to see the DT Wangsa project. So as you can see here, they send me some details about the DT Wangsa project's location and then ask us, okay, are you familiar with the location of this project, or are you not familiar with it? Okay, so here we just answer them saying whether we're not familiar or to what extent or whatever the case may be. Okay, so the next step is that there will be some interaction with the customer. Okay, then they will ask me, okay, and say no problem, and then ask, okay, is this property project for your own stay or is it for investment purposes? So I replied for own use. So we can see how to proceed to the next step. Okay, so here they will start sharing some layouts of the project with me. Can you see it? They will share some project layouts with me and then ask me here, which layout are you interested in? Okay, so maybe I would tell them, I'd say I want the cheapest one. Okay, I just don't want to specifically tell them which size I want. Maybe just say I want the cheapest one. So actually, at this point, the AI will also know which project you're referring to. Okay, so we can take a look in a moment. Okay, so it will know. Okay, so later we can ask it some questions. Is this your first property purchase? Yeah. Okay, so up to this point, okay, this kind of thing is just small talk. Okay, if you don't want this kind of thing, you can remove it because we just want to add a bit more interaction. That's all. And here we'll say and start asking the customer, do you want to make an appointment to visit the showroom? So I would say this week, Saturday. Then you can go ahead and make an appointment with them. Also, if the customer is interested, they'll start telling you what time works for them. So you can see here, what I want to explain to you is you can see these orange things at the back or the yellow one. These things are all notes, meaning the customer can't see them because here we are always capturing some information the customer wants, like their appointment time and their name. So you can see if I say I want this Saturday, it's already captured that Saturday's time for me. Okay, so then it will ask me, what's your name now? And also, what is your preferred time? Okay, I'll just tell it next year. So I will tell it my full name. Okay, and then I will also provide my most preferred time for the appointment. So as you can see here, the times is captured. We can take a look at them. Okay, we will check and confirm the appointment time with you later. Okay, so for those of you in property, getting the appointment is the most important thing. Okay, so once we have these appointment times, we will automatically move these customers over to this board. Okay, you come over here and you can refresh. Okay, so you can see that all the names with pending appointments will appear. Okay, because if you're in property, I believe you need to check your schedule to see if you can arrange the appointment with the customer, right? So at most we just get the preferred time from the customer, and then we let the AI tell the customer that we will check that time and get back to confirm with them. So all these names will come into our pending appointment list here. Okay, so when they come in, what you need to do next here, you just need to click, then check whether the time is okay or not. If it's not okay, you use this appointment link to schedule the appointment with the customer. Okay, you can just click to open it like this, then select the appointment time on the calendar. Okay, because sometimes your available times are fixed, so we schedule meetings this way. It's just that simple. Okay, once you send it out, the appointment confirmation will be sent to the customer. Okay, let's take a look. So it's something like this. See, the appointment confirmation will be sent to the customer. So once it's sent out, all the following reminders will also be sent to the customer. So you don't need to remind the customer yourself. All the reminders will be sent automatically. So we can see that this is an appointment confirmation. Okay. And then after this appointment confirmation, the subsequent reminders will be sent out automatically. Okay. So this is an example for part one. Okay. Now let's say if you have another project, this is how the process would go for that project. Now let us show you the second example. Today, let's say, okay, now let's show you another example. If you are running different ads today, okay, sometimes you have different projects. So you run different ads and you will definitely set some keywords, right? So it's possible that as soon as the customer's keyword comes in, they tell you they're looking for the Trinity project. Okay, so actually here we can let the AI directly go ahead and send information about the Trinity project. Okay, if you remember when we showed you the first time, it would ask the customer if the customer type buy, it would ask, are you looking for our project, right? But here, if the customer comes in today and sends you a keyword, let's say Trinity project or anything else, the AI will automatically send the relevant information. Okay, it won't ask them which project they're looking for. So basically, everything after that is exactly the same. Okay, it will just proceed with the process related to the Trinity project. Okay, so basically our template is already complete. If you want to use the template directly, you can just apply it as is. Okay, so this is just an introduction to help you understand how we set this up. Okay, so that's the end of our video.